A terrified cat hides from an inexplicable being. The metamorphosis of an object that should never have happened. And a huge shadow that citizens accuse of having caused a dangerous fire. These are just 3 examples that represent the tip of the iceberg of this compilation of 7 new paranormal discoveries. I know that sleeping tonight won't be easy, so stay with me, because my name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 7 new paranormal evidence. Number 7. We begin this investigation with what, for the owner of the cat you see on the screen, was an incredible paranormal situation experienced by his pet. Out of nowhere, the owner of this cat began to wake up due to noises that his pet was making. Sounds as if it were fighting. Many times he got up to not seeing anything, so he acquired a security camera with the idea of discovering what was causing that behavior in the feline. He thought he would see the cat hit himself when playing roughly. He never imagined that it was some kind of light, the apparent culprit of his erratic behavior. From the beginning, you can see the feline somewhat nervous, as if it knew something else was near him. It can't be dust on the camera or an orb. It's too big. So big that it not only attracts the feline's attention, but it terrifies it. What explanation is there for this? Could it be a setup? Although nothing can be ruled out a priori, something like this cannot be created, since you cannot train a cat to have a reaction as natural and genuine as this. Could it be a ghost that accompanies the feline every night? Tell me what you think. Number 6. What you're about to see now, I've replayed dozens of times, and I still cannot understand what I'm looking at. What is it? What's going on here? Without further ado, check out the security camera footage of the family who sent me this video. Don't take your eyes off this area. What is that? It's not a camera error. That thing has 2 legs. Perhaps a child, right? A child who maybe plays with a cane. Notice its speed. Notice how it changes size. Here it seems to take on an ethereal form, but into the size of a person. And then it changes to the size of a child again. But notice the entire time that it remains completely still. Be aware that the camera does not pause. If the recording continues, it is because it continues to register movement. When the security cameras stop recording, the clip simply ends. They do not pause, so that the memory doesn't fill with meaningless footage. This, whatever it is, it stays really still there. This is not human. Let me know your opinions. Number 5. The roads have always been a point of interest for the paranormal, and strange things are often reported on them. What you will see here adds to those stories. You see, some men were heading back home, driving along a desolate road, when suddenly, and on the right side of it, a curious shape ran at full speed. They didn't see her, since if so, they would have steered clear of her, for fear that she would cause an accident. So they didn't see her because, just before crossing the road, out of nowhere, she disappeared. Observe. Our subscriber thinks it may be a person, but I personally think their speed is too fast to be one. Do you think the same? Also, its color is strange. It seems to be wearing no clothes, which makes it even more odd, since it should have been seen by the driver's lights. What do you think? Number 4. And position number 4 is shared by 2 mysterious recordings captured by security cameras in early morning hours. The first of them occurred outside a house where a couple captured the exact moment when something absolutely incomprehensible became visible in the middle of the street. Watch.
Slow-mo.
There it is. Yeah, Blacks.
Yeah, what the frick,
Fucking
dude?
Weird.
So
Yeah,
weird.
I'm playing it. You want me to play it? Just
But yes, right now. You can go slow-mo.
There it is.
Yeah, what the frick,
Fucking
dude?
weird.
So weird.
I'm playing it.
Their reactions reveal the uncertainty they felt when they saw this inexplicable shadow crossing the street. A shadow that until now, they do not know what to attribute it to. But it was not the only thing. Upon reviewing the image more closely, they realized something that at first went completely unnoticed. An odd metallic-looking figure that as it advances seems to be changing shape.
Slow-mo.
There it is. Yeah, Black.
Yeah, what the frick,
Fucking
dude?
weird.
So
I'm
weird.
playing it. You want me to play it? Just
But yes, right now. You can go slow-mo.
There it is. Yeah, Black.
Yeah, what the frick,
Fucking
dude?
weird.
So
I'm
weird.
playing it.
What is the origin of these mysterious manifestations? Question that until now, no one has been able to answer. The second footage was also captured at night after a homeowner left her home for a few moments. In the image, she is seen walking away, while at the same time on the other side of the screen, what for some is a ghost that begins to materialize as it enters the house. Watch. A kind of gray figure that clearly presents a similar shape to that of a person who quickly enters there, like an officer who comes out of the darkness to enter without being seen. How do you explain such a phenomenon? Could this camera have witnessed something genuinely paranormal? Number 3. You probably recognize the following footage. It went tremendously viral on social networks. It was recorded by the young man you see now on screen, who one day went for a walk through a forest near his town to practice what he likes to do most, throat singing. The idea was to record the reactions that the animals had to the incredible sound of his voice. However, apparently that sound also caught the attention of other beings in the forest, beings that until now he cannot explain.
I was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and I was confused. Alright.
The song clearly captured the attention of the deer. Did you see who was most interested in the particular sound?
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and I was confused.
In the image, you can see a pair of mysterious beings who, behind the trees and like the deer, were also attracted by the sound emitted by this young man, who apparently never realized the situation until his audience began to alert him. What do you think is the nature of these beings? Could it be that this particular intonation somehow invokes these creatures? Leave it in the comments. Number 2. It was huge, and it came out of nowhere. Hundreds of witnesses saw that phenomena live. It was so shocking that it even appeared on the news in Ecuador. You see, I'm talking about a phenomenon recorded in the middle of a large fire, and which, according to what is said, could have been closely linked to the causes of the incident. What is it about? While they were trying to put out a fire, what you are now seeing on the screen was captured in the sky.
Baja un poco el monitor, baja un poco el monitor.
Have you ever seen something like this? Some say that it only corresponds to a particular atmospheric phenomena. However, for most, this is due to something else. And even though it is night, you can still see a huge and strange shadow that obviously does not correspond to a cloud or smoke resulting from the fire. In fact, it remains static in the air for a few moments before fading away. What could that have been? Leave it in the comments. Number 1. And what serves as a closure for this video was sent by a subscriber who for personal reasons was unable to reveal her identity. But she wanted to reveal to us a disturbing experience lived by her father. He was traveling at night on a very lonely road, only some lights visible in the background, and reflectors that divided the limit on each side of the road. So in the distance, he saw a type of reflector whose size exceeded the others. He thought it was a telephone booth. However, as he got closer, a disturbing figure appeared before his eyes. Keep in mind that it is early in the morning. Something like what you're about to see should never have happened. It was not a reflective monolith, nor was it a telephone booth. Our subscriber's father assures that it had the figure of a child, a minor who, as incredible as it may sound, emitted his own light. Although the image does not clarify it, I assure you that despite having a head, arms, and legs, she completely lacked facial features. Unfortunately, the camera does not detect this very well, but she assures us that her father saw it clearly. How can this be possible? How can there be a child alone on the road in the wee hours of the morning? Something absolutely illogical. Leave your theories about both this and the previous recordings in the comment box, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was the darkest secret.